One of the first federal agencies affected by the Trump administration's efforts to downsize the federal workforce was the U.S. Agency for International Development, which oversees aid programs around the world. You may have heard us refer to it as USAID, including those intended to help Palestinians in Gaza. Dan McDonald joins us now. He spent most of his career at USAID's Middle East Bureau and was put on leave in February and expects to be fired April 24th. Dan, thanks for being here, and we're sorry we're talking to you under these circumstances. Can you go ahead and walk us through what you did at USAID, what that work meant to you?
Yeah, sure. So as you mentioned, I worked in the Middle East Bureau at USAID for the last 4 years, and the primary portfolio that I was on was implementing the Middle East Partnership for Peace Act, which focused on bringing Israelis and Palestinians together, both businesses and civil society, in order to build the trust necessary to form a durable peace. And MEPA, Middle East Partnership for Peace Act, was signed by President Trump in 2020. A lot of bipartisan support, and a lot of my work was making sure that the Congress of both parties were comfortable with the approach we were taking, and that the work we were doing was carefully measured and had the impact it was intended to have.
And you've worked under both Democratic and Republican administrations. So what is concerning to you about the way this administration is making these cuts?
Yeah, you're right. I began my career under the Obama administration and then worked under the Trump and then Biden administration. And we absolutely expect at the beginning of a new administration that there will be changes. In the first Trump administration, there was a reduction in prioritization of things like family planning, but an increase in emphasis on protecting religious and ethnic minorities, including, for example, Christians and Yazidis that were facing violence from ISIS in northern Iraq. That's a normal part of the business of what we do. And we were expecting that again this time around, to work with new leadership and to see the president sort of steer the ship of USAID and the rest of the federal government in a direction that aligns with the will of the American people. What's different about what happened this time around is that we didn't have any of that sort of process. The administration, and we believe driven largely by Elon Musk's priorities, really took a sledgehammer to the work we're doing. They, as of last week, slashed over 90% of USAID's programs around the world with no warning, pulling the rug out from underneath our partners, many of whom are doing immediately life-saving work. Almost all of my colleagues have lost their jobs or will lose their jobs very shortly. And, it's not a natural place for a civil servant to be speaking so publicly, but all of the traditional channels for dissent that we would normally have, chances to engage with our bosses and our leadership to object or to explain the value of our work, I would say, have been taken away. And so I feel compelled not to speak.
Is it your contention, Dan, that they are doing these and the sledgehammer, in your opinion, without proper due process?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. These programs are appropriated by funds from Congress. USAID's established by Congress. Our staffing patterns approved by Congress. And to go after them in such a blunt and broad-based way is a clear violation of a number of statutes, in addition to just sort of the norms that have governed the way we do things for many years.
I have to be quick with you, but you have said that this is about more than one agency. It's more about the personal suffering of employees. You just mentioned against the will of the American people. Can you elaborate on that and what you mean by that?
Yeah, absolutely, I can. Everyone at USAID comes from, some part of this country. When you ask people where they're from, they don't say the region here. They say Michigan, Florida, Texas, whatever, right? And we come here because we want to do the work that those folks sent us to do. And we know it's their work because their elected members of Congress have told us, right? They've appropriated these dollars. They've established USAID. And if we're a ship, right, the president's steering it, but the Congress funds it, the Congress sets the charter, and we're that crew, right? And so the president and folks like Elon Musk especially don't have the right to just sink that ship without consent of the American people, and that consent is gained by engaging with Congress. And that just hasn't happened.
Well, Dan McDonald, it's our understanding you're to be married soon. I understand that with that comes also a lot of financial strife, but we wish you and your fiancé and your future the best of luck. Thank you for speaking with us.
Thanks so much, Lindsay. Really glad to be here.